Also, what is next to you?
Well, that's a good question. That's also a tough one because, to be honest, before seeing the call for paper, I had no idea about NECS. So I must confess I was ignorant about it. Then, of course, I read a bit about it, and for me, it was a great opportunity to come here and to know more about research being done in Europe. But in the course of attending the conference, also, I was interested. I wouldn't say puzzled, that's too strong, but really interested to see what kind of comparisons were made with other countries, regions, continents, whatever you call them. For example, I've been in China for about 20 years. Of course, I'm extremely interested in Asian research, East Asian or China-oriented. And I did hear some things about South America and a few other countries. There was also something about Nigeria, for example, I heard, but not so much. I still think it was extremely European focused, which sounds pretty normal for NECS. But maybe I wish, as someone who comes from Asia or from China, that there were more in terms of comparisons, more in terms of what is being done around connectivity also in other regions.
Thank you. And what is connectivity means to you?
That's also a very tough question, connectivity. I have also to confess that before coming to this conference, I didn't really think about connectivity. I didn't even think about the difference between connectivity and connectedness, something I learned yesterday and I've heard several times already on this conference. For me, connectivity before was a very simple, basic concept: access to the internet and to all the different things it has to offer, negative, positive, neutral things. I did not really conceptualize it. So in that sense, I must say these 2-3 days were extremely positive. I have really received a lot of information, lots of food for thought about connectivity. But just to finish again from a Chinese perspective, in China the priorities are different. There are not so many discussions going on about connectivity, or when they go on, it's more about trying to catch up for the countryside versus cities, because there is still a pretty big divide between cities and rural areas. They still have to catch up. The percentage of people who have internet access is still much lower. That was for me the basic concept before coming about connectivity. So I have a lot of catch-up work to do in that area.
Thank you very much.